Hello dear parents, you are welcome and welcome back. My name is Janine and this is episode 3 of Awakening Parents to Their God-Given Calling. In this video, I'm going to be sharing about 4 ways that you can use as a parent in order to encourage your children to honor you and follow your instructions. I'm talking about children who are old enough to understand things like from 5 years old, 6 years old and above. The first way that you can use to encourage your children to honor you and follow your instructions is to lead by example. As a parent, you don't want to make a mistake of stopping your children from doing what you are already doing. It won't work. For instance, you cannot stop your children from sitting on the dining table or putting their legs on the dining table when you are already doing it. So it will not make any sense. So what you need to do is displaying the character that you want to see in your children. We need to understand that children are imitators. They do what they observe. They learn by observing and then they repeat exactly what they are seeing another person doing. So if you desire your children to have good morals, then you need to teach your children. You need to show them what they are supposed to do, because for children, actions speak louder than words. For instance, if you want your children to be generous and kind, then you need to start being generous and kind towards others. If you want your children to be respectful and not say mean words or insult people, then you need to start showing them how to be respectful, how to speak to people. You need to demonstrate how they can do it. Imagine telling your children to be respectful and to not say mean words to others when they always see you insulting others, screaming at others in the streets. It just won't make any sense. So if you want them to have good morals, then you need to start demonstrating, you need to start showing the character that they can learn from you. Because the most important lesson that children learn, they learn it from their home. Of course, it doesn't mean that when they go in the streets, they will not start picking up other strange behaviors, but it's your responsibility as a parent to show them and teach them the correct way they are supposed to do things. The second way you can use to encourage your children to honor you and follow your instructions is to treat your spouse with respect. This point is extremely important because how you treat your spouse determines how your children are going to treat you. Now, I have to say that children are not allowed to dishonor their parents just because their parents misbehaves, but also we need to keep in mind that the way we treat our spouses, who is our mother or father to these children, is going to determine, is going to impact how our children are going to treat us. For instance, if you are somebody who treats your spouse anyhow, who insults your spouse, who hits your spouse, or even cheats on your spouse, I can guarantee you that there are high chances that your children are going to lose trust in you and they are going to lose respect towards you. So if you want your children to value what you say, if you want your children to follow what you say, to listen to you, then you need to treat their mother or their father with utmost respect. The third way you can use to encourage your children to honor you and follow your instructions is to set family culture. What I mean by that is to give them clear instructions and clear rules which they can follow. You know, God has given us commandments, and these commandments help us know his dislikes and his likes. These commandments help us know what we are allowed to do and what we are not supposed to do. His commandments help us know his expectations, what he expects from us. Likewise, as a parent, you need to give your children clear rules which they know that they should follow. Also, you can write down these rules and paste them somewhere in the house so that your children can always be informed that this is what I'm supposed to do and I'm not supposed to do this in this house. My parents do not like this. This is how my parents want me to behave. Now, it doesn't mean that it will be easy for your children to start following them straight away. It might take time, but with time and consistency and correcting them in love with gentleness, your children will come to adopt and keep in mind that this is our culture in this house. This is our tradition. This is what is good for me. This is what my father likes. This is what my dad likes. Also, this is what God likes. And by giving them those instructions, they will know their boundaries. They will know what they are not supposed to do. So it's very important to communicate effectively what you expect from them and write them down so that they can read them whenever it's necessary. And finally, another important thing that you can do in order to encourage your children to honor you and follow your instructions is to strengthen family unity by doing things that will bring the family together, like having meals together, playing together, praying together, doing Bible studies together, and so on. When family come together and do things that will strengthen the unity, it builds trust, it builds it strengthens the relationship between the family, and it helps children to know that our parents are always there for us. And when children trust their parents, it's easier for them to listen to them. It's easier for them to follow whatever instructions they give them. So as a parent, it's your duty to make sure that you do activities that strengthens your relationship in the family, strengthens the family unity, strengthens love and trust, so that your children will know that you are always there for them. And trust me, it's easier for children to take instructions from someone they know this person loves them. When your children know that you love them, you are always there for them, to protect them, to provide for them, to listen to them, they will listen to you. So I hope this was helpful, and honestly, it's my desire to see good relationships between parents and their children and vice versa. And I hope that the Lord will give me the desires of my heart. I will see you in the next video.